This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, I started my records. Okay, is it my screen is visible for everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Yeah, fine. Okay, fine. So right. So there's two files we're going to target today. So one is the first, and there is one more file, Excel file. It is second. Okay, I'll just open that from the first file. I'll let you know clear here. Okay, this is the first file which are working in that Excel one. Just make it this. Okay. And one more file which I can able to use as a second file. Okay, just enable it off. Okay. The second file I'll make it in that right hand side. Okay, fine. So okay, fine. So I can start that Tableau. So let it open that application. It's just simply I'll take this notepad. I can start write some information about it. Just increase the font size. So let it open. Okay, I'll select that bold and then I'll make it little visible here. You can click continue. Okay. So the first point, what is meant by data blending? Okay, right. So the data blending is nothing but you can able to what is it? Combine. Okay, right. So combine two or sorry two or more number of data sets. Okay, right. So the data sets is nothing but we can able to talk about an Excel file, CSV file. Okay, right. If it is an SQL file. Okay, so still we not at target this SQL means what. Okay, so from that till that sessions we are working only with that Excel, and then we are working with that CSV file, that CSV file format. Okay. In upcoming sessions, we will check that what is meant by SQL. Okay, fine. So first point, what is meant by data blending? To combine two or more number of data sets. Okay, right. So you can able to generate. Okay, to generate reports, forms in a single data visualizations. Okay. So the point is, okay, what is meant by data blending? To combine two or more number of data sets. Okay, right. So two or more number of data sets, maybe a Excel file or CSV file or SQL file to generate reports or forms in a single data visualizations format. Okay, right. So this is that data blending. Okay, right. So that means I'm going to work with two files. So one is first dot Excel file, XLX, and number two, I can work with second dot XLX. Okay, so I have that. What is it? In first Excel file. So how many records which I can able to find it? Okay, right? How many records in the sense I have 14 records. In that first sheet, I have 14 records, and then in that second Excel file, I can have only 4 records here. Okay, right? So how we can able to make it combine? It just like is nothing but we can work with consolidate in Excel, right? It's similar kind of, okay, right? But it is more powerful tool in our Tableau applications. So that moment, how we can able to generate one data visualizations over here. Okay, fine. So now here, first I will import that what is it first dot xlx file. You can able to make it as that first file named as primary. You can able to make it change later also. By default, I'm going to convert as a what is a primary data set. Okay, primary means is the toppest one. Okay, is that most priority one can be called as primary data set, and second one I can able to mark it as is a secondary data set options. Okay, right? So what is meant by primary set, primary data set, and secondary data sets? Okay, right? So let's take a look now from that particular two sheets. You can able to think about it. Okay, so there is some column, few columns. One is leave of the serial number. Okay, I'm not going to talk about the serial number. So one is, sorry, product column, and one is state column, and one more is sales. So when I'm talking about that, what is that second sheet? So this is the first sheet. That means first data set. In second sheet, I can able to have the data with product. Okay, and then it is not in the state, it is in some other name, can be called as location, but inside the fields are, okay, for example, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Odisha, and then Punjab, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so this and all, it will be get matched here. Okay, right? But only the column names are different. How we can able to start with blendings here? Okay, so blending in the sense, maybe if it is there different columns in that in different data sets. Okay, right? But that fields are same. Okay, right? The fields are same in the sense that means the values. So here I have Karnataka. Here then in that second sheet also I can able to find that the word as Karnataka. Okay, right? So how we can able to connect with this state property? Okay, right? So the state property to the location property, how we can able to connect, that is that name can be called as data blending from that first sheet to the second sheet. Okay, so from that state of first and then location of that second, we going to connect with data blending. Okay, is it clear for everyone? Right? So what I'm just telling that, so in first sheet I have that one column, it contains different our state names, and then in second sheet we can able to find that name can be called as a location. That's similar kind of fields like Maharashtra, then so, okay, Tamil Nadu, and then Andhra Pradesh. Okay, right? So Rajasthan. So some different states which I can able to find it. How we can able to blend with this state and this location? So that is that simple name can be called as data blendings. Okay, right? Is it clear for everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine, perfect. And for all, uh, Ananya, yeah, I received Sanjana, perfect. Nitya,
Yes, sir. It's clear.
yeah, fine, perfect. Shakti, Surabhi, Alia, yeah, fine. Okay, all good. So let's start. Okay, so let's target this our work. Okay, yeah, I'll just just minimize this. Okay, I'll minimize this to Excel file. Okay. Now, first I'm going to connect first Excel sheet. Okay, you can follow this procedure. I can go to that what is that Microsoft Excel here from the left hand side. Once if you open the Tableau, you can able to get that options, I can click Microsoft Excel here. Once if you get selected, I can choose my first data set. I'll go to the data set folder. I can select that first, then I'm going to click open button. Okay, right? So once if you're done, I'm just importing that my first data here. Okay, right? So anything else doesn't matter. And I'm going to give that first is that primary and second Excel file is that secondary. Okay, right? So it takes some time to execute that the queries, and automatically it will be get pulled that records in our what is that field sections. Okay, fine. Yes. Okay. So here you can able to see that I got that sheet one. Okay. I'll just click on the sheet one, and here you can able to see that as a sheet one is a database. Okay, is a database logo. It is that is a data set we can able to call it as. So this is the first. Now what I need to do, I need to connect that one more data set. That means second dot Excel data set. Okay, right. For that moment, from the top of the menu, you can able to find that word can be called as data. Okay, right? So just click on this data options. Then you can find one more options is the shortcut key to connect. That means you can get one more new data set. The shortcut key can be called as Control plus D. Okay, fine. So now go to the data tab menu, and then you can find new data source. So click on this new data source. Okay, again I'm going to click this Microsoft Excel, and I'm going to choose as second file, and now you can able to click open button. Okay, right? So now what will happen, already I have a sheet one. Now again I'm going to click this sheet one here. Okay, fine. Now you can see that two sheets are there. One is sheet one, and then again sheet one for the second. This is for the first data set columns. So from the sheet one first, it contains product, state, sales. Okay, right? If I'm going to click with that sheet one, you can able to find that it contains location, product, and next sales options. Okay, fine. So that is what first we have to make it conclude. Okay, so which is the primary and which is that secondary. So we will target that in that options. Okay, fine. So first we will see to that how this sheet one is going to get your presentations now. Okay, in sheet one, and here I can able to find that what is that state, right? So this state, and I'm going to apply into that columns. Okay, so the state I given into the column sections, and then I want that sales wise in that presentations in that row sections. Okay, right? So I applied state into that column sections, and I applied sum of sales in a what is that in row sections. Okay, for that moment, so by default what is happened, one recommended charts will be get generated. Okay, right? So this is that one recommended charts. Now you can able to see to that once if I get turned back, so that means when I swap. Okay, right? So the total number of data, okay, one is Andhra Pradesh, second one is Gujarat, and third one is Karnataka, and then fourth one is Kerala, and fifth one is Maharashtra, and sixth one is Odisha, seventh one is Punjab, and eighth one is Tamil Nadu. Okay, so as per as a guess, okay, right? So how many records which it is available? Okay, right? In that first, sorry, in that first, I have that 8 state. Okay, right? I have a 8 state in that first presentations. Okay, when I'm talking about, okay, I can go to that new sheet here. Okay, let it be there as a first sheet. Okay, so this is the first sheet data, and still you can able to make it whatever the presentations you want, you can able to make it clear here. Okay, it doesn't matter. So you can click this after that you can able to make it swap. Okay, so those type of presentations you can able to target with that. Okay, sorry, already it is there in that format. I'll swap it. Okay, So now I need to change it as that sorting. We done it lot of times, right? Okay. So I'm going to take a what is that state, and I'm going to apply into that color sections. Okay. That moment you can able to see that I have some different states with different colors, and same similar kind I want it in that sales, and I will apply into that labels. Okay, right? So now from this design for the Karnataka, what is the total number of sales? So the total number of sales is 23,105 is the total sales in Karnataka. And next in Tamil Nadu, I have 817 total sales, which is up. What is that? It is a target. Okay. So same similar kind, I can able to find total 8 states, okay, with different colors. So this is that first format. So first format of our what is that first sheet, I can able to make it target here. I can right click on the sheet one. I can go to that first data set. Okay, right? So still we not yet applied the data blending. So first we will make it clear, and then later we will go for the data blending options. Okay. And is it clear, right? Okay, so these are all options we done it a lot of times. Okay, I hope you have that idea about it, how to generate it, right? Anyone have any doubts about it? Is it clear, right?
It's clear, sir.
Fine, fine, perfect. Okay, let's continue. Right. For that sheet number 2, I can click on the sheet number 2, same similar type, and I'm going to take in a state. Sorry, and you have to be target that second. Okay, right? So for that second sheet 1 of second, and I'm going to take my location. So this location I'm going to make it a target in that columns. Okay, fine. So this particular sheet, I can find only that 4 states. Okay, fine. So I'm going to drag that sales and I'm going to apply it. Okay, automatically what will happen? I can able to generate that Karnataka, Kerala, Odisha, and Tamil Nadu. Okay, so this contains only 4 records. Okay, this contains only 4 records, and for this moment, I can able to make a swap. You can able to find it records here. So let it be there as a first design. So from the sheet number 2, okay, right? And once if you are get selecting, can you see that one small the database have you been ticked, right? So that means it's a selected. That means which database currently you are working. Currently I'm working in the sheet 1 of second data set. Okay, fine. If you selected this one, if you're working with this sheet 1, okay, right? So here, okay, if you're working with that sheet 1, we can that will be get selected. So now this time I'm working with my sheet 1 of second. Okay, right? One small tick mark. Okay, you can able to make it clear. Okay, that means which one is primary and which one is secondary. So selected one is that small blue color. Sorry, not a green. It's a small blue color tick mark. Okay, that can be called as primary source. Okay, so from that moment, what we can do, I can take that location. Again, I'm going to make it drag it in the color sections. Okay, fine. And I'm going to make it a chart. Yeah, I'm done with that. Okay. So from this sheet 1 of second primary, so the topper of that sales is from which state? It's Kerala. Second one is Tamil Nadu, and third one is Karnataka, and fourth one is Odisha. Take a sales, and I'm going to apply into that label sections. Okay, so that moment in Kerala we got 6,073 total sales. In Tamil Nadu, 5,523 sales. In Karnataka, 3,916 total sales. And in Odisha, total 3,320 total sales amount. Okay, right? So these are the two things. So from that first, I can find total state is 8 state. And for this person contains only 4 state. Okay, we not yet called as state, can called as location. We need to combine it. That is the data blending options. Okay, fine. Let's start. Okay, so this we can able to make it mark it as, I'll go for the rename. Second data set it is. Okay, right? So this is that thing we have to supposed to know. Okay, so first data set and second data set. So two things we done it and we presented and we find it that in which state we have more sales, one simple operations. Okay, right? So for that I don't want to write any formulas. So later we can able to see how to create a formulas. Okay, so now I can go for that one more new sheet. So here we're going to target two data source into one. Okay, right? So we're going to work with the pure data blending operations. Okay, right? If you want to go for the data blending operations, you have to click on that. What is that? Data here. Okay, then you can able to find that operations can be called as edit, blend, relationship operations. Okay, I'm going to edit there. Okay, and I'm going to edit that data blending works. Okay, fine. So let's start. So now, so in that sheet number 3, I can able to do the right click, and I'm going to choose as data blending. Okay, just for data blending, that's it. Okay, so data blending calculations, I will teach that. Okay, right? I will tell you that how to work with data blending along with that calculations. Okay, so first point. So what is the first point? And I'm going to select that sheet 1. So if you selected sheet 1 is the primary. If you selected sheet 1 second, that is second. So that is the primary. Okay, which one you selected, that will play character as a, what is that, primary data set it is. Okay, fine. Okay, right. So now I can go to this sheet 1. Okay, fine. I can go to that sheet 1. Then there is an option can be called as data, and I'm going to click on this edit blend relationship. Okay, fine. And I'm going to click that edit relationship, and here you can able to see that primary data source. Why? Because when you are choosing that moment only, it will be considered as, okay, first is that primary and second is that secondary data source. Automatically it will be chosen based on that your selections. Okay, is it clear, right? So once if you selected that, select that first or selected that second. So let's be that sheet 1 first. I can go to data and I'm going to click on this edit blend relationship options. So once if I click that edit blend relationship options, you can able to see that one small window. Okay, it's telling that blend relationships and is the primary. So the primary is nothing but first sheet is the primary and second data source. Second is that second Excel file. Okay, second Excel file is a secondary data source. Okay, so that moment I want to connect that what is that state column in first and location column in second. Okay, so that is what we're going to do that blend now. And here you can able to find that options can be called as custom. Okay, so you have to make it by own. Okay, I'm going to make a custom this two people. Okay, fine. So now once if I click that add button, okay, you can able to choose state and you can able to choose, what is that, sorry, not the product location. Okay, from the left hand side you are choosing that state and from the right hand side you are choosing that what is that, location. And if you are going to click, so what's going to get happened, let's see. So when I'm going to click OK and I'm going to click OK button, now I'm going to take that state here. Now I'm going to take a, what is that, sales of rows. Okay, so once if you drag it again, I'm going to drag that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, I want to
Sorry
repeat.
for stopping you, but can you repeat it once again?
Yeah, sure. I will remove that field. Yeah, I will remove that field. Okay, fine. So now you can see that I have sheet 1 and then I can able to have that sheet 2. Okay. So now here, okay, so first we'll target and we'll place it off and later we can able to work on this. So now from here in sheet 1, what I can able to work, I can able to go to the state. I can drag it here and then for the sales I can able to work it here as for that design is that word. Okay, right? So we just make a presented the data there. Okay, now I'll just remove it now. So click on this sheet 1 and go to the data menu, and here you can able to find that operations can be called as edit blend relationships. Okay, so click on that options. Okay, right? So already I just added here, and then in sheet 1, that is that primary, in that secondary data source. So sheet 1 is that secondary data source. Okay, so that moment you need to click the custom and you need to go for add button. Okay, so in that moment when you are trying to add, so which one you going to add? I want to add my state of my primary data source, and I want to add secondary data source field is nothing but location. Okay, so left side primary you have to choose state, and right hand side you have to choose as location. Okay, once if you done, you have to click OK button. Okay, so that moment you are making that two things into one. Okay, so two data sets into that one, but it won't happen any calculations. Okay, right? So I'm just selecting that states and I'm not worked with any sales property between these two data sets. Okay, fine. Is it clear for all? Okay, so just I can select it in that first, and then second click on this custom operations, and here you can able to find add. In that add or edit field mapping you can choose state. In that right hand side you have to choose as locations, and once if you select it and click OK button. Okay, it's already this map will replace at least one existing map. Okay, fine, no issues, and click OK. Is it clear? Is it clear for that? Just we have to select that two particular fields. Is it clear, or else I want to repeat again one more time?
So it's clear, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Yeah, perfect. Right. So let's continue. Right. So now from here you can able to see that I can able to find sheet 1 and sheet 2. Okay, that means first and second. Okay, now I'm going to take state, sorry, and I'm going to take a state. I can able to apply here, and I'm going to take a sales. Yes, I applied. Okay, so I'll place this type of columns. So, okay, so now I can find that data from this each individual concepts I can able to find, and then I'm going to click on this here. Okay, which one? First one I selected. Okay, be careful in that particular scenarios. I selected this sheet 1. Okay, I dragged that product, so state, and I applied into that. One second, I'll remove that. Okay, so make sure again one more time. I drag that state, I applied into that column wise. Okay, fine. Again, I taken that sales. Okay, instead I just applied, and in sales I applied into that our row sections. Okay, so this is the default one, and I don't want to see this type of what is that chart. I want in some other format. So I gone with the chart, and I'm going to selecting this. Okay, and I removed that one. Okay, so now So this is the format. So data blending state: Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, then Tamil Nadu. Okay, so we just made it as a name wise. Okay, fine. Once we done it, what I need, I want that what is that? The sales or state, whatever it is there in my second sheet. Okay, so if you're going to click this second sheet, automatically you can see, is it any symbol is happened from that column? Can you see that? If you go little below from the location column, so that small icon is there, right? So that is that linked. Okay, that is that link is happened from some other data set. Okay, so this location I just link to that state column of the first sheet. Okay, is it clear, right? Can you see that the small the link is get generated, right? So this is the name exactly can be called as data blending. Okay, is it clear? Are you getting my point? So still I'm not what is it? Yeah, yeah. Is it clear? Any doubts? I want to repeat again.
No, sir, it's clear.
Fine, fine. So now, okay, so what I have done, so from this sheet 1 we worked on that. Now I'm going to click that sheet 1 of this what is that second. Now immediately what has happened, that location column has got one small link symbol, okay, the logo. Okay. Once if it is done, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to take a location, I'm going to apply into that rows. Okay, and I'm going to take a sales into that columns. Okay, right. From this moment, you just look at that. I got the two, what is that, chart windows. So one chart window is your first source. First source means what is that? That primary. Okay, now you can see that one small red color mark is generated for that sheet 1 of second. That will be considered as secondary. And then first blue color tick mark, it is there, right? That will be considered as primary. Okay, fine. So now from that, so you can see that, okay, in that sheet, okay, in that first sheet, the state names: Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, Odisha, Punjab, and Tamil Nadu. It contains total 8 states. When I'm talking about location columns, okay, I can find only 4, and remaining data are null. Yeah, Punjab is not repeated, Maharashtra is not repeated, and then uh, Gujarat as well as that Andhra Pradesh. Okay, so these 4 states are not repeated in that your secondary data. That is what from the right hand side corner it's giving that 4 nulls. Okay, got it clear, right? So still I'm just made it that data blending. Okay, I just made it 2 charts into that one graph. Okay, right? So next we're going to target what is the sales between the 2 states, okay, right, in 2 data sets. Okay, but this is just for presentation, that's all. So how we can able to make a link, that's all. But we're going to see to that. Why? Because here you can see, for example, here you can have Tamil Nadu. What is the total sales of the first data set? So it contains what is that, 14,817. So one second, maybe I need some changes. Why? Because if the data will be same, we can't able to get clear addition. See that in first data also I given that same amount, in second data also I given that same amount. Okay, right? So let it be there. I'll just remove it off, and you people please change that second data values. Okay, one second, I'll just minimize that. Go to that second data. Already I guess it is open. Okay, fine. You can see that the values are very same. Okay, so in Karnataka, 319, sorry, 3916, and here also the same value. So what we will do, we will change it off. Okay, right? So in that second one, I'll give 18,500 some total sales. Okay, is it clear? And then for Tamil Nadu also I can change. Why? Because in Tamil Nadu, maybe I can have that same value. I can go with that some different values. Maybe in Odisha, in Kerala, almost. What about Kerala? Yeah, I have different sales. Something like I can make it 1 to 5. Control S. Okay. In why? Because when we are doing that addition, so we have to see that whether it is getting that source is exactly. Okay. So once we done it, and we can just check the data. I'll select this second one. I can give it. There is some updated happening. Let it wait. Second sheet it is not updated. Little bit. Save this file. Why? Because its data blending is applied, right? So for that, I couldn't able to update that. Yeah. So little bit that system performance. Okay, it takes some time. So now my records is get refreshed here. Okay, so let's continue that. As soon as little faster, I'll keep that data also. So location and then and pick up that sales. Custom state and then location. So this is that the first and second we just work first data set and second data set. Thus I can able to make it colors. Okay, I just made it some what is that columns here. Okay, right? So it contains four nulls. That means four what is that states it's not missing. Okay, right? So it is telling it is missing the records. Okay, fine. So for that we couldn't able to make it what is that clear, right? So now let's start. I hope till that thing we can understand. Now here, okay, I can choose that state here. I can apply sheet 1 first, and then I can take the sales. I can apply it. Okay, so we don't need this type of design. Okay, I'll just make it swap here. So immediately it will make the swap. So here Andhra Pradesh and then Gujarat and then Karnataka. Okay, right. So in first sales is 23,105. Okay, right. So that is that in first. So all that Karnataka, whatever the totals are there. Okay, the total sales 3,000 1 3,916, and then next where I can have 9,294 which I have, and 1692 which I have, 8203. Okay, these are the totals. Okay, fine. So these are the totals in Karnataka in sheet 1. I can select and I'm going to click auto sum. So the total is 23,105. Yeah, it's correct. So in that first sheet, it's giving that proper result. In second sheet, what is that in Karnataka's values? I can choose that sheet 1 of second, and I'm going to take a location. I can drag it in that rows. Okay. So once if you're done, after that I'm going to take a sales. You can able to apply into that columns. Okay. So that moment we can see that different what is that amount wise how we can able to make a calculation pattern. Okay, fine. So from that first 23,105, in that second, okay, it's telling that what is that the total for the joints. Okay, for that Karnataka's values, and here Tamil Nadu what is that the sales value, and here what is that 14,081, but still some other things. Okay, right. One second, it is giving that nulls, right? Joins is that, right? Okay, so this null value we can able to make it swap. Okay, why? Because some people I'm not getting that the values over here. Okay, still we are in null, and here it is null, and here it is null. Okay, and here and here. Okay, it makes it the values. Okay, so all the things will makes that nulls here. And once again, still the values is not makes that clear. If it is not makes clear, we can able to make it in one shot. Okay, I'll remove that. Okay, so in one shot we can able to make it clear. Okay, fine. So let's see. So now in that sheet one, this is the sheet one, right? In that sheet one, the total of Karnataka. Okay, I take this calculator. Okay, so compared to that last one, you can able to try this one. Okay, so 23,105 is the total of that first sheet data source. I'll just minimize, and I'm going to take a second sheet which we given for that amount. Okay, it's 18,500. Okay, fine. Can you see that it is 18,500 is that second sheet plus 18,500. So the total is 41,605 is the total sales in Karnataka in the two blends. So how we can able to work? So let's is it clear, right? So for that previous things, okay, I just removed. Okay, if that chart is not clear, we will just remove it off. Okay, right? So we not required that. Okay, right? So we'll just remove it off. So not required. So data blending we can able to work, and here also this chart is not work before. Why? Because before some changes we have to work on it. Okay, why? Because I just connected, right? I hope you got this first two what is that data without any problem. Okay, and now here what I want, I need to find that total sales, the first and then second sheet. Okay, second data set. Okay, so what is that my result? I need to get 41,605 is that my total amount. Okay, so what we can able to do it? So from here, make it right click from this. Okay, from this portion, make it right click and go to the create calculated field. Okay, you can see that I can able to go for create calculated fields here. So just click on this. What I'm going to do, I can type is total sales. Okay, fine. So I just given that what is the total sales here. So what we're going to type it now, and I'm going to type sheet one. Okay, and I'm going to type sheet one, or else simply I can able to go for sum of sales. Okay, and I'm going to with that sum of sales plus sum of or else I'll just drag it here. I can choose again. I can drag it. Okay, right? If you're finding to type something, okay, so simply what I'm telling you, so just right click on this location and go and click on this create calculated field. I'm going to give that total sales here. Place a cursor, select that first one. Okay, so select that first one, drag that sales and apply it. That's all. Okay, that's all, simple. So you don't need to type, just drag it and make it plus operator. Click on the sheet one of second. Okay, drag that sales and you can able to apply into that values. Okay, fine. So you need to select properly. or else first we'll make sales. Sorry. First I can make sales. So at least one difference, right? Why? Because the same columns. Plus for the second one, I can choose a sales. So this time I need the names. It's based on that your system performance automatically it will read. So sometimes it makes that error. If I can take this values. Okay, I'll write this formulas here. Okay, so this is the formula. First, you can simply write sum, open bracket, that particular formula, okay, and close the bracket and make it plus again sum, and hit that second and convert this into that first as second, and last you can make it as one bracket to close that formula. Okay, right? So this is based on your computer performance. Okay, the speed automatically it will detect. Okay, so from this moment it is not working as faster. So that is what it is taking a lot of time. You please take that this formula. Okay, right? So this is a formula which I given. Okay, so sum. So what is that? Sum is nothing but in that sheet one first sales. I'm just adding into that second of sales. Okay, is it clear for all? So this is that only formula we're going to create in a calculated field. Okay, I hope little the work we done it here. Okay, so please everyone enter into that chat window. Is it clear? Is it that formula is visible for you, right? Yeah, is it clear? Or else I won't repeat again one more time. Yeah, fine. Is it clear? No, I'm not seeing that chat window. Is it my voice is audible? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yeah, so I'm not getting that. Yeah, fine. So maybe a technical work. Okay, fine. So now here. Okay, so this is the formula which I created, right? Okay, as a sum sheet 1 first dot sales plus sum sheet 1 second dot sales. Okay, this is the formula. Okay, that is what I just given here in that notes. Okay, so this notes I will just share to that WhatsApp group. Okay, my desktop location I put on to that note here. I will say this. Okay, fine. So now we just created. Now I'm going to click apply and I'm going to click OK button. So what has happened? You can see that immediately, what is that? The total sales is created now. Okay. So this total sales, what we can do, we can able to take into that rows. Okay, right? So it's marking in that aggregate. Okay, I don't want to see that aggregate. And then from that sheet 1, I'm going to take an a state. Okay, so now you can able to see that what is the total amount. Okay, the total amount of Karnataka is 41605, and then for the Kerala, so now we got that. Okay, now we got that what is it, the result. Okay, so now we got the result. What is the total amount of in Karnataka, and what is that total amount in Kerala, and what is it in total amount of Odisha, and what is the total amount of what is that in Tamil Nadu. Okay, right? And then what about the remaining states? Okay, so we are not getting that remaining states, right? So here we just made it that joins. So I'll remove that state now. Now you can drag that location here. Okay, so for location, again I'll remove that. I can go with that first. So I'll drag that columns first into that columns here. So for the product, I just given into that columns, and then I'm going to take that total sales. Okay, so which we created, right? Okay, once again, again I will write the formula. Total sales I applied. Okay, fine. So now that first, the state I can able to pick up, and then I given into that columns, and then total sales I just given into that row sections. Okay. Now we can able to see the clear ideas. Okay. So here what is happening? So the people who are in that two sheets, okay, in that sheet 1, and then of first in that sheet 1 of second, only those people totals will be get generated. Okay, so this is a data blending. So remaining things are nulls here. Okay, remaining columns which is available in only one sheet, it is not available in that another sheets. Okay, but clear. So from this moment still we're going to work what is it, how to make it still more blend. Okay, right? So I want other state also, whichever it is missing, okay, which is available in that only one sheet. Okay, so that type of works we can able to target from the next sessions. Okay, so now here what I say, okay, you can able to see that what is it, remaining things is not worked, right? So only the total amount is for the Karnataka 41,605, and here we got that 41,605 option. Okay, now the thing, what is that, the formula which we need, you need to create it off. Okay, only this formula. Okay, so only this formula, the total sales you have to supposed to create. This total sales you can able to apply into the rows, and then the state you can able to apply into that column wise. Okay, and for the total sales you can able to make it as that labels too. you can apply it, and then that state you can able to make it, mark it as what is that, color sections. Okay, right? And what is that, our next target using this data blend? Okay, right? Data blend to find remaining null state. Okay, right? So remaining null state means, so some states is not available in that second data set. Okay, right? So for that people also I wanted. Okay, for that how we can able to work. Okay, so that we will check it from the next sessions. Okay, on Monday we can able to target. Okay, so I guess this part, okay, this data blend, okay, I will repeat one more time. Okay, from next sessions too. Okay, clear? And what I'm telling you, first you can make it ready this first data set, and then make it ready that second data set. Okay, right? So this data blend, I will what is that, repeat one more time from the next class, and you can try this formula. Okay, right? You can try this formula and make it get that total amount of 41,605. Okay, I will give the data sets, or you can also change that the values from the what is the second data set, change that sales amount from the Karnataka, change that sales amount for that Tamil Nadu, and some different values you can able to change, and see to that whether you are getting the total amount sections here. Okay, fine. Is it clear for everyone? So everybody, you just enter into the sections in our chat window. Is it clear? Yeah, fine, fine. So from next sessions we will yeah, good. I appreciate. Right. And Shakti, yeah, is it clear? And Sanjana, Kritika, Prakash, is it clear? Yeah, Sanjana. Okay, fine. Right. So all good. So I'll end up the sessions today a little early of 20 minutes. Okay. We will continue on Monday. Okay, with same time 6:30. Okay. So one more time I will repeat that what is that, this data blend. Okay, for this the null values, how we can able to get that remaining state sections here. Okay, fine. So all good. So I'll end up the sessions today. Okay, and you can change and then you can work with this data blend. Okay, so let's see who can able to complete the task, and from Monday, we can work with that performance ratings based on your task. The people who done it lot of tasks, right? So that I can make it in presentation in our class session itself. Okay. So don't feel bad, and I just want from everybody should get complete, and then you need to work with this weekend from the Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, right? And I can also work with that ranking things and all. So make it perfect things from within these 2 days. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so any doubts is there? Is it clear, right? So shall I end the sessions now? Yeah, and then I'll just let you know that. Okay, so I'll that videos, everything I just shared in that. Yeah, fine. Okay, so you just text in that what is that, in my number in WhatsApp group or something. Okay, I'll just share that some of few videos which we done it in that previous session. You just start work with this weekend. Okay, so the moment so you can able to get that the performance rating on Monday sessions. Okay, fine. If you have any doubts, you just let me know that I can give that the explanation about that how we can able to work with it, or you can ask with your friends also. Okay, they can make what is that, make it clear about it. Okay, fine. So right, so fine. Okay, so see you. We can able to continue the sessions on Monday. Okay, fine.